In this segment, we'll discuss user interface enhancements, including Classic Plus and personalization of fluid homepages on smartphones. Classic Plus. The PeopleSoft Fluid User Interface has replaced the traditional PeopleSoft Classic UI as the standard user interface for PeopleSoft applications. Since PeopleTools 8.54, both Classic and Fluid pages have coexisted in all PeopleSoft applications and will continue to do so. As a step towards unifying the look of all pages, the Classic Plus feature allows reworked Classic pages to have an appearance similar to Fluid pages. This makes the transition between Fluid and Classic pages more visually seamless than before, and is particularly valuable in business processes that include both types of pages. This before example shows the Process Monitor page as a standard Classic page. Starting with PeopleTools 8.56, the pages contained within specific PeopleTools Classic components have been reworked and are now delivered with the Classic Plus setting enabled. When the Fluid-like theme for Classic theme type has been enabled in system branding, the pages in these components will be displayed with Fluid-like styling rather than as standard Classic pages. In addition, the pages in any components delivered with your PeopleSoft applications that have also been reworked will be displayed with Fluid-like styling. Classic Plus is enabled system-wide on the Branding System Options page. After Classic Plus has been enabled system-wide, reworked pages such as Process Monitor will be displayed with Fluid-like styling. Note that the page controls on these Classic Plus pages will resemble the page controls on Fluid pages. However, because these components and pages remain as Classic definitions, certain aspects of the PeopleSoft Fluid User Interface experience will be absent. For example, dynamic responsive rendering across all supported device types. When any other theme type is selected for system branding, these Classic pages are rendered like other standard Classic pages and components. Personalization of fluid home pages on smartphones. Starting with PeopleTools 8.56, users signed in on a smartphone can now personalize fluid home pages using the Personalize Homepage link. When signed in on a smartphone, users can personalize fluid home pages similar to how personalization operates on desktop computers and other devices, including adding tiles, moving tiles, and deleting tiles. In addition, the Personalize Homepage now displays an icon on tiles indicating that the tile will not display on the homepage when accessed by a smartphone. The Add Tile dialog box now includes an icon showing which tiles will be displayed on the homepage for smartphones, that is, on small form factor devices. When browsing or searching for tiles while on a smartphone, any tiles not set to display on a smartphone will not be listed here. This concludes our discussion of the user interface enhancements. In this segment, we'll discuss portal technology enhancements, including unified navigation, contextual fluid dashboards, and event mapping. Unified navigation. As of PeopleTools 8.56, any PeopleSoft system can serve as the designated portal system in a cluster. PeopleSoft Interaction Hub is no longer required for unified navigation. There is a new fluid navigation collection, the Configure Unified Navigation Center, for configuring unified navigation on the designated portal system as well as on the content provider systems. Contextual fluid dashboards. Contextual fluid dashboards allow application developers to design a fluid dashboard in which user-specified or fixed context values determine the content of the tiles displayed on the dashboard. Context values are displayed or entered in a banner component that is displayed at the top of the dashboard. Event mapping. The PeopleCode event mapping feature, first delivered in PeopleTools 8.55, has proven to be valuable in keeping customization separate from the delivered source. This feature allows developers to associate custom application class PeopleCode with components so that the custom PeopleCode executes before or after any delivered PeopleCode. In PeopleTools 8.56, the event mapping feature has been enhanced as follows. The Event Mapping References page, which allows you to search for configured components by application package and class, allows you to assess the impact if an application class has been modified or upgraded. Event mapping includes two additional events: the Activate event at the page level and the Field Change event at the component record field level only. In addition, event mapping now allows more than one custom application class to be associated with a single PeopleCode event. The developer determines the order of custom PeopleCode execution by specifying a sequence number. This concludes our discussion of the portal technology enhancements. In this segment, we'll discuss test framework enhancements, including support for testing with charts and query-based testing. Support for testing with charts. Charts are becoming a pivotal feature in PeopleSoft applications with enhancements for simplified analytics and pivot grids. Starting with PeopleTools 8.56, you can record test scripts with jet charts using the PeopleSoft test framework, and this recorded interaction can be validated on playback. Query-based testing. In PeopleTools 8.56 PeopleSoft test framework, you can use data from the PeopleSoft query results. There is no requirement to record new test cases if the test script uses the data loader step type. The data loader connects with PS Query and maps the query fields to the test variables, which captures the real-time data from the PeopleSoft query results. This completes our discussion of the test framework enhancements. In this segment, we'll discuss Update Manager enhancements, including improved analytics, analytics-driven change package definitions, change package definition merge, and enhanced customization repository. Improved analytics. PeopleTools has added the ability to differentiate all the delivered changes between maintenance or bugs and new features or enhancements. Separating these two provides you a better understanding of the health of the system, as well as the number of new features you have or could adopt. The existing analytics will not change. However, there is a new dimension of bug versus enhancement, which is now part of the pivot grid core data. That means analysts will be able to drill into the pivot grid and view results for only enhancements or only bugs if they want. 4 new pivot grids have been added to the Update Manager dashboard: Enhancements by Image, Enhancements by Product, Enhancements by Minimum Tools, and Applied Bugs by Image Lag. Analytics-driven change package definitions. With the improved analytics, users will have a much better view of the status of maintenance fixes and enhancements that can be applied to the system. With related actions, users will be able to drive the selection of maintenance fixes and new features directly from the analytic. Simply drilling into the analytic will show the detail. You can select the bugs and use the Actions button to create the change package definition. You will not have to evaluate the data, write down bugs and features, and go searching for them anymore. You'll be able to point and click from the analytic, and they are ready to be applied. The Enhancements by Image analytic identifies the enhancements that are delivered in each image. You'll be able to see the percentage of enhancements you have applied for each image. Drilling into the image, you'll be able to see the details of the enhancements, and with related actions, can add the enhancement to a change package. The Enhancements by Product analytic identifies the enhancements that are available for each product. You'll be able to see the percentage of enhancements you have applied for each product. Drilling into the product, you can see the details of the enhancement, and with related actions, can add the enhancement to a change package. The Enhancements by Minimum Tools Release analytic shows the enhancements that are available based on PeopleTools release for the target environment. Use this pivot grid to view the enhancements that are available when you upgrade to a newer tools release. This example shows a target database on 8.54.16. There are 191 enhancements that could be applied to the current target on 8.54.16, 1 enhancement that requires 8.54.9, and 27 that require 8.55. The Applied Bugs by Image Lag analytic describes the relative time to apply fixes in the system. This analytic shows the difference between when the change is delivered versus when the change is applied. If a bug is delivered in PeopleSoft Image 15 and you apply the bug in PeopleSoft Image 15, then it is 0. If you do not apply the bug until PeopleSoft Image 16, it will show as -1. In PeopleTools 8.56, when you drill down on a specific pivot grid, The grid displaying the bugs has been reformatted to provide more information and also provides an analytic-driven interface to create the change package. Let's look at an example. For the enhancements by image, we have filtered the pivot grid to show unapplied bugs for HCM eProfile Manager desktop. We see there are 3 bugs, 1 in image 19 and 2 in image 20. You decide to apply all 3 bugs, so you'll click the Select checkbox for the bugs or use the Select All button to select all the displayed bugs. Once the bugs are selected, you can click the Actions drop-down and select Add to Change Package. When the user selects Add to Change Package, the Enter Change Package name page is displayed. You can either create a new change package or edit an existing change package to add these bugs. In this example, we are creating a new change package, so we enter the name and description and click Next. The Define Change Package wizard will open on step 5 of 6. All of the requisite bugs are added to the package. You can review the bugs and proceed to step 6 to create the change package definition, or you can use the previous button to add additional bugs or return to the Analytics page. Change Package Definition Merge. Now that change package definitions can be created so easily through related actions, we also provide an easier way to select and add contents to change package definitions. In PeopleTools 8.56, you're able to merge the contents from multiple change package definitions into a single package that can be used to apply maintenance to a system. Instead of requiring complicated selection scenarios or multiple maintenance passes, you can now select what you want, create multiple change package definitions, and merge them prior to creating the change package in Change Assistant. From the Update Manager dashboard, expand the change package utilities and select Merge Change Packages. You can edit an existing change package definition or create a new one. We will create a new one to merge the various enhancement packages we created using Analytics. After we enter a name and description, click Next. In Step 3, all of the merge-eligible change package definitions are displayed. You will select the change package definitions to merge and then click Next. Step 5 is displayed with all of the bugs from the merge change package definitions. You'll see overlapping packages for the change package definitions that were merged. Click Next. You will get a warning that there are bugs in overlapping packages. Click OK. The merge change package definition is created. Enhance Customization Repository. In PeopleTools 8.56, the Customization Repository has been enhanced to support the customization impact of ADS managed objects as well as managed objects. The dialog box for uploading customer data has been enhanced to support this feature, and the ADS projects will be included in the customization repository. The specific ADS managed objects in a bug and change package will also be listed in the bug details and review change package. The Upload Customer Data dialog box in Change Assistant has been enhanced to provide 3 methods of uploading customer data: existing project file or files, existing database project or projects, or you can create a new database project. First, we'll look at existing project files. The target repository can be either customization or test. We are using customization. Notice that the project type can be managed objects or ADS managed objects. This is an example of selecting managed object projects from a folder. Enter the folder and search criteria and press the Enter key to search. Once you've selected the projects, use the Add Selected button to add them to the files to be uploaded. Use the Select Existing Database Projects dialog to select a project that resides on the database. In this example, we want to upload the ADS project demo. Click Add Selected. Use the dialog box for Create New Database Project to create a database project for all customized managed objects, which will go through the specified objects in a database and compare the object user ID with PeopleSoft and insert the object into the customization project if the user ID is not PeopleSoft. Use the All PeopleSoft Test Framework tests to create a project that includes all your tests. For this demo, we will add all tests. Note that the ADS Managed Objects is not available. When all of the projects have been added, click Load to upload the customizations to the PeopleSoft Update Manager source. A new page has been added to manage customized objects for the ADS Managed Objects. Once the customer data has been uploaded to the customization and test repositories, you will run the customization calculation and the test coverage calculation. When selecting bugs, you will see a visual indicator if there is a customization impact or if tests exist, the same as previous releases. The bug detail has been enhanced to show a summary of metadata for the package. For each metadata type, there will be an available link if the metadata is in the package. Clicking the link will position you to that section of the page. In this example, ADS Managed Objects are included in the bugs. The Review Change Package page also provides a summary of metadata for the package. This is an example of the ADS Project section that shows the ADS project created for this package and lists the data sets included in the project. This completes our discussion of the Update Manager enhancements. In this segment, we'll discuss file processing enhancements for cloud attachments. As of PeopleTools 8.56, we began support for attaching files from cloud storage to PeopleSoft applications. Starting with PeopleTools 8.56, we provide Oracle Document Cloud as a cloud storage provider. Use the Administer Cloud Providers page to set up a cloud provider including Oracle Document Cloud. When you set up a cloud provider, including Oracle Document Cloud, if the status of the cloud provider is active, the cloud provider will be available on the File Attachment window for you to choose files from when you want to attach a file. This completes our discussion of file processing enhancements. In this segment, we'll discuss PeopleSoft Search Framework enhancements, including the new search engine Elasticsearch, using clusters in Elasticsearch, processing attachments, partitioning application data during indexing, administering Elasticsearch, and monitoring Elasticsearch using PeopleSoft Health Center. New search engine Elasticsearch. As of PeopleTools 8.55.11, PeopleSoft Search Framework uses a new search engine, Elasticsearch. In PeopleTools 8.56, Oracle Secure Enterprise Search and Verity are no longer supported. Elasticsearch is the only search engine supported. Using clusters in Elasticsearch. Elasticsearch uses distributed architecture and is built to be scalable. Elasticsearch uses clusters with multiple nodes to provide high availability. In Elasticsearch, a cluster is a collection of one or more nodes that together hold your entire data and provides federated indexing and search capabilities across all nodes. Our recommended approach to high availability is to deploy an Elasticsearch cluster with at least 3 nodes on machines that are not on the same physical server, and to follow the configuration guidelines provided by PeopleSoft Search Framework. The high availability feature of Elasticsearch enables PeopleSoft Search Framework to provide a failover mechanism. Processing attachments. The attachment processing is enhanced to improve the indexing performance. When attachments are specified in a search definition, PeopleSoft Search Framework downloads the attachments, either from the database or from the FTP server, and encodes the attachment data. The encoded data is then pushed to the Elasticsearch server directly. The attachment processing architecture bypasses the integration gateway. The transfer of data happens asynchronously, and you can configure the number of attachments that can be sent simultaneously. A user can specify the number of attachments that may be required on the search options page. The default value is 50. The Build Search Index page displays an error link when attachment processing is not successful. You can click the error link to view the details. Partitioning application data during indexing. Indexing of search definitions that are based on connected query and that have reasonably large data volume can pose performance issues. PeopleSoft Search Framework enables you to partition the application data using the date range option to improve indexing performance and index chunks of data based on date range. After the date range and number of partitions are specified, the partition manager partitions the date range into equal date spans based on the number of partitions. The search index build process creates multiple PTSF, GENFEED application engine programs to run the connected query on the partition data. The search index build process also creates multiple run control IDs based on the number of partitions that enables you to rerun any of the run control IDs associated with a partition. The partitioning of application data is performed based on the date range and the number of partitions that are specified. When you specify the partition as 1, a single indexing process is run. When you specify partitions greater than 1, for example 3, then the indexing processes are run in parallel. After you use the partitioning option and run the indexing process, the Build Search Index page displays the status of the indexing process for each of the partitions. You can use the message log links to view the logs for each of the process instances. If any of the process instances is not run successfully, you can use the Rerun button to run the process instance again. Administering Elasticsearch. Elasticsearch provides several REST APIs that can be used to obtain details of a cluster or index in the PeopleSoft implementation. In the absence of a default user interface to administer Elasticsearch, PeopleSoft provides a user interface called Elasticsearch Interact that enables you to choose the cluster and index level options on which you want to obtain information from the Elasticsearch search engine. Based on the selected options, PeopleSoft Search Framework generates a URL, which is submitted to Elasticsearch, and the response is displayed on the Elasticsearch Interact page. The Elasticsearch Interact page is accessible from the Search Instance Properties page, and it provides administration requests only for those cluster and index validations that are exposed by Elasticsearch APIs. The following service types are available: cluster, count, mapping, and search. Based on the selected service type, you get further options to choose from so that you can get the information you need from the Elasticsearch server. After you select the options and click Submit, the response from the Elasticsearch server is shown in the results area. PeopleSoft Search Framework displays the response from Elasticsearch as is. Monitoring Elasticsearch using PeopleSoft Health Center. The PeopleSoft Health Center is the monitoring framework that provides monitoring and performance data of the domains within a PeopleSoft implementation, including the Elasticsearch cluster. The monitoring and diagnostic dashboards for an Elasticsearch cluster enable users to understand the performance of the Elasticsearch cluster and the possible performance issues that may arise. PeopleSoft Health Center provides a snapshot of the Elasticsearch cluster and the nodes in the cluster. However, users cannot update the state or run tasks on the cluster. The data displayed includes the number of nodes, the number of indexes, and the number of documents, among other performance data. The ES Cluster Summary section provides a high-level status of a cluster. The Cluster Details page provides detailed information on clusters, nodes, and indices. If you want to view further details of the nodes, click the More link in the Node Summary area. For additional information on the integration of Elasticsearch with PeopleSoft, see the Elasticsearch homepage, doc ID 2205540.2, the 856 Search Technology Peoplebook, and the PeopleSoft Elasticsearch concept page on the PeopleSoft information portal at the address shown on the screen. Note that for SES customers upgrading to 8.56, you will have to manually move from SES to Elasticsearch. Live cutover is not an option because SES is not supported in PeopleTools 8.56. This completes our discussion of the PeopleSoft Search Framework enhancements. In this segment, we'll discuss PeopleTools platform support enhancements, including PeopleSoft deployment packages and Microsoft Visual Studio C++ redistributable installed with PeopleSoft PeopleTools 8.56. PeopleSoft deployment packages. In PeopleTools 8.55, Oracle transformed the way PeopleSoft installations are performed with the introduction of deployment packages, or DPKs. DPKs simplify the installation process using an open-source technology called Puppet, which automates the installation of the server tiers for the Windows Server and Linux operating system platforms. DPKs help automate creation, cloning, and maintenance of PeopleSoft environments for efficient and error-free PeopleSoft operations. Currently, PeopleSoft PeopleTools DPKs are supported in Linux and Microsoft Windows environments. With PeopleTools 8.56, Oracle will expand the list of operating systems that support DPK to include AIX and Solaris. You can download DPKs for every PeopleTools 8.56 patch from My Oracle support for AIX, Linux, Solaris, and Microsoft Windows operating systems. The DPKs are delivered with open-source Puppet software, as well as PeopleSoft Automated Configuration Manager, or ACM, plugins, which together provide automated configuration and deployment. The DPK deployment includes all the required and certified third-party software, so there is no need for administrators to gather certification information and download and install them separately. PeopleSoft DPKs are already being used in the processes for the automation for PeopleSoft Update Manager, or PUM, images, and PeopleSoft Cloud Manager, including Lift and Shift. Microsoft Visual Studio C++ Redistributable installed with PeopleSoft PeopleTools 8.56. Running PeopleSoft PeopleTools 8.56 requires Microsoft Visual C++ Redistributable for Visual Studio 2015. The Microsoft Visual C++ Redistributable for Visual Studio 2015 packages install runtime components that are required to run C++ applications built using Visual Studio 2015, as is PeopleSoft PeopleTools. Because we package the redistributable files, you now have the advantage of Microsoft Windows automatic security updates to help keep your system secure. Microsoft Visual C++ Redistributable for Visual Studio 2015 packages are installed automatically when you install PeopleSoft PeopleTools, whether you use the PeopleSoft DPKs or the traditional installation files. In certain cases, you may need to install Microsoft Visual C++ Redistributable for Visual Studio 2015 packages manually. For this, we also deliver installation utilities that you can find after installation in the locations shown on the screen. This completes our discussion of the PeopleTools platform support enhancements. Remember that we showed you only a few of the features from PeopleTools 8.56. For more information about these features and other enhancements, see the CFO tool, New Features Overview on My Oracle Support, and check the PeopleSoft Information Portal at www.peoplesoftinfo.com for updates.